15 of Kelly's and my 30-day raw food challenge. We're 15 days in, we're halfway there, and I'm excited about that because, quite frankly, I've been hungry, especially ever since we went away for that long weekend vacation, which we just got back from. Today's Wednesday. We were gone over the long weekend last weekend. Being on vacation was tough. Being away from our house, not having access to our normal grocer, not having access to our normal, dehydrator and different things that we have in our house to make it easier to eat raw. Not only that, but being in a place where we typically vacation and we go out to restaurants and things like that, it was really difficult. And I really haven't recovered, like, psychologically, meaning now I'm having these psychological cravings for, like, what we would call real food. But real food is all food, but the food that we used to eat. I've really been wanting like a turkey sandwich. I love that stuff. Anyway, I've been dealing with it. Can't say it's been easy, but definitely feeling really good. Definitely having plenty of energy, not missing coffee at all, not going through the ups and downs that caffeine can introduce into your life, not really missing the wine at all except for the enjoyment of it on a weekend. But really feeling good, and I'm liking that. I'm doing well. Now, my weight is kind of leveled off at like 187 pounds, so I'm not exactly sure. I'd like to lose more weight. My goal is to be 180. So I definitely lost a quick 5 to 7 pounds there in the beginning, but now I've kind of leveled off, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm so hungry that I'm eating a lot. I'm eating a lot of fruit. I'm eating a lot of nuts. I'm not hesitating at all to eat something. Because as long as I can eat that and eat raw and try to get satisfied, there's a better chance that I don't make a mistake and reach for something that I shouldn't. Now, I want to show you something that I found in the grocery store. I hope you can see this. It's a Lara Bar. Okay, this is a Lara Bar, and apparently it's a raw food bar. It talks about on the wrapper how it's a raw food bar. The ingredients in this particular one simply say dates, almonds, unsweetened apples, walnuts, raisin, and cinnamon. So technically, this Lara Bar appears to be a raw food bar. Now, if you were a real hardcore raw foodist, what you'd probably do is call the company, or maybe you could just go on their website and really confirm that there's no other sort of preservative or additive in there. The ingredients certainly don't list it, but if you were a real hardcore raw foodist, you would double check. But for me, I found myself grabbing a couple of these along the way, which I've got mixed feelings about, because sometimes when I'm at work, I'm just hungry, and again, if I don't have that prepared food with me, if I don't have a bag of cut up vegetables, if I don't have some celery, some carrots and things like that, and I find myself hungry, that's a dangerous situation, because all of a sudden I'm looking for something to eat right now. So I went to the grocery store and I found these Lara Bars. They're good. They're apparently all raw. I like that. I like knowing that I can have a snack. What I don't like about it, though, is one of my goals was to break the habit of eating bars, processed bars, wrapped bars on a daily basis. It's one thing if my wife makes a tray of raw food bars at home. It's a whole other thing to be going to the store and buying a Balanced bar or a Cliff bar or something like that. I've been trying to break that habit because I was definitely eating one, sometimes two of those a day. So now I'm kind of have mixed emotions about the fact that I've got this Lara Bar, which appears to be a raw food bar, and as soon as I found it, now I'm back in the habit. I've gotten 3 in a row, 3 days in a row, and I don't want to be in that habit. So there are things out there you can get at the store that are snacks. This Lara Bar is a good example of being able to find something that you can grab and go. But if you're like me and you're trying to kick the bar habit, you have to really try to avoid those. Now, if you go to Whole Foods, I'm sure you're familiar with Whole Foods. It's a big grocery store chain. They typically have a section in their produce section with some prepared raw food snacks. Sometimes you can find raw food guacamole, raw food hummus, raw food crackers, and you can also find dessert type things. They're raw food balls. Sometimes they call them snowballs or coconut balls or something like that, which are just a mixture of dates and stuff. I'd rather have that than this Lara Bar, because at least I know it's been prepared in some kitchen, a raw food kitchen, and it's not just a processed bar. It's something that's prepared fresh on a regular basis. Anyway, just to summarize, I'm doing good. I'm really hungry. I'm eating plenty. I still want to lose some more weight. I'm thinking that next week on Monday I'm going to start to juice. Now, juicing means not eating. It just means using your blender, using your Vitamix, breaking the food down as much as possible with water into a juice, straining out all the pulp and only drinking the juice. We'll get more into that. That's kind of aggressive, but it's a good way to take detox to another level, and it's probably a good way for me to lose those last 7 pounds.